Welcome back. We're here and we're going to talk a little bit about some dating tips. 3 dating tips of a woman who's not into you. You should leave. But I have a new girlfriend. This is my girlfriend, Brian B. Mrs. Brian B. And am I doing a good job as a boyfriend? Okay, I'm doing a good job. I'm learning from my shows, right? I'm learning from my shows. And we're going to talk more about dating. Got some noise over here. And we're going to talk more about some tips for you to avoid the girl who doesn't want to be with you. The first tip I can say that if a woman rejects you, she doesn't want to be with you. I got a woman that wants to be with me. But if you have a woman that doesn't want to be with you, do not ever ask her. Tip number 1, do not ask her why she doesn't want to be with you. A woman, she knows if she wants to be with you or not, right? And if a woman doesn't want to be with you guys, guess what? A woman does not want to be with you. If this happens, the first thing we want to do is react. You know, we want to show some emotion. Like, why doesn't this girl like me? I'm a good guy. Like, what's up? But just don't react. If the woman doesn't like you, just move on and gotta move on.
Move on.
In the dating world, rejection's just part of the game, right? We've all been rejected. I've been rejected more than probably accepted. It's okay. Just move on and just realize that rejection is part of the dating life.
Ew, next.
Also, rejection doesn't mean you're a bad guy. It just means that, you know, the woman's just not into the situation. She's not into you. And we got to respect, you know, other people's feelings. Of course, we got to respect that if a woman's not into us, all we can do is say, there's the front door and goodbye.
Goodbye, Pocahontas. Goodbye.
Just remember, there's millions of Filipinas in the Philippines and not just one. And there's lots of girls. There's lots of selection. So don't get worried. Don't be upset. And it's not personal. Doesn't mean you're a bad guy or anything like that. And it's just best to find that good woman, that woman that wants to be with you. It's best to move on because there's nothing worse than being with a woman, a Filipina, that doesn't really want to be with you. And also, guys, you don't want to lower yourself. You don't want to lower yourself as a hungry, needy guy. And that turns a woman off, right? And there's nothing worse for a woman than a guy who's hungry and needy for you.
I need you.
And number 2 tip, if a woman rejects you, just don't get angry. Don't be upset. And don't say bad words to the woman.
I hate you. I really do.
If a woman rejects you, guys, it's just best to not say anything. Because if you start saying bad words to somebody, it validates that woman's thinking in her mind that, you know, this guy, he's kind of a creepy dude and he's a bad guy. And I'm glad, I'm happy that I got rid of him. I rejected him.
I told you so.
Just leave peacefully and move on to the next woman, the woman that really wants you. Oftentimes you'll be in this relationship and you'll just start this relationship with a woman and everything will be fine, and you know, you'll let your hair down and you start talking about things. The woman will start asking you questions. Sometimes a woman will probe you and see if you say the right answer or not. Women test guys all the time. And if you say the wrong thing or you react the wrong way, that woman may not want to be with you. She may just reject you immediately and turn her off. And once in a new relationship, when a woman is turned off, that woman may just turn off indefinitely. And there's nothing you can say or do to change that, to turn her back on.
You just ruined it, buddy.
Many times a woman rejects you because you're simply not good enough. That's why I say, guys, you got to take care of yourself, and you got to take care of your body, your face, and you got to have that confidence when you're with a woman. You know, a woman wants a man with confidence. She doesn't want a little child or a mousy guy. She wants a leader, a man, because that's our responsibility. She doesn't want a guy, you know, like a woman, you know, dumping their feelings out, their heart, and having the woman solve the problems for you. No, A woman wants a man to solve her problems. She doesn't really want to solve a man's problems.
Not my problem.
And number 3 tip, if a woman rejects you, she's not into you, the best thing you could do is just go find another woman, a woman who's into you. You know, there's lots of women. So it's best to just find that person who really loves you, that's into you, that wants to be with you. So take your chances with the next woman. There's another woman always behind. And in the Philippines, there's lots of women, especially with foreigners. You know, the women are tired of the local guys and they've had bad experiences, a lot of pregnancies and guys leaving. And these women are looking for a fresh start. They're looking for someone new. Some of these women are single mothers. Some of these women never had a boyfriend. There's lots of different scenarios. But lots of these women, they've seen a lot of the guys, the lack of responsibility. They're looking for a responsible man, a man that can take care of them, that can give them a good life, and that can just give them happiness. And that's your responsibility as a guy, to find a good woman that wants to have a good life with you. I cannot stress enough that when you start a relationship with a woman, do not start the relationship based on money. I know a lot of foreigners have a lot more money than, let's say, a Filipina has, and that's their ticket. They're like, hey, I got some money, you like me? But that's not the right way to do it. And you should not start the relationship based on money. Why? Because you'll find the wrong woman, and the wrong woman will maybe scam and attract to you just for your money. So it's best not to show your money at the beginning. Let her find out. You know, if a woman is into a guy, she investigates you. She finds out what's happening with you. And she'll find out that you have money down the road. But don't go ahead and lead and start the relationship based on money. Probably one of the worst things a guy can experience when they come to the Philippines, or they're dating a Filipina, or they're riding a Filipina, is finding that gold digger. And there's a lot of gold diggers in the Philippines, and they're just chasing you for your money. And if they find out you have money, they'll stick with you and they'll ride that out, and they'll try to milk you as much as possible. And then when you have no more money, or you're milked out, the lady's like, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Stay away from the gold digger relationships. In a normal relationship, the woman's going to want to be with you. She's going to support you. She's going to want to be by your side. And just stay away from these women who have bad intentions, because they only want to bring you down. Just because one Filipina doesn't like me or you, doesn't mean the next woman, the next Filipina, won't like you. She might like you. She might fall in love with you. That might be the one for you.